This one for WWE champions. Pay to win like every day, yeah.
I don't play mobile games.
Funny how they still think I'm a broke man.
Then I'm broke.
Even though I be pulling Hogan's. I spent like 40 grand on a couple thousand pictures of some sweaty men.
One of them is incredibly stupid, so I'm just going to get past it right now. So there's a game coming out on Friday called Stellar Blade. I'm not interested in it. But the reason I'm talking about it today is because the stupidest thing ever has happened. Are you ready for this? I'm not ready for this. Ladies and gentlemen, Stellar Blade has a store in the game, and it's called the, I think, R store. It's just called the letter R, and it says store under it. And it's the store where you buy items and stuff in the game. Okay? Well, supposedly by random chance, and apparently this is not intentional, all right? Right next to the it's a neon sign that says R store. It has like an arrow pointing down. Here's the store. Well, right next to this neon sign that says R store, there's some graffiti on the wall. All right. And what does the graffiti say? Hard. So it says Hard R store. Okay. So you might say, well, what's the problem with that? Well, in truth, there is no problem with that. Because in truth, it means nothing. Actually, that graffiti that says hard is used randomly throughout the game. It's not the only place in the game that it's in place, and it's probably not intentional, right? That it should have been there. Okay? Now, you might say, well, I don't even understand. What does hard R mean? Depends on who you ask. Okay? The actual original meaning of the term hard R, do you know what it means? It means it's a hard R rating for a movie. What does that mean? It means a movie that has intense gore or sexual content, meaning it's pushing the highest level of rating, NC-17. Okay? But it just majorly made the cut to make it a hard R, meaning it's one of the harshest R ratings you can get, but it still made the cut to fit into the R category. Okay? That's actually what it means. But in the last few years, people on social media have decided to change the meaning. Okay? Compare this to any other use of a word that in the past had a completely different meaning and then got changed because of social things, and now everyone uses the word completely differently. All right? So, I mean, everyone, I think you probably know today the term hard R essentially means the N-word. Okay? The real N-word. Not the slang version that's used, you know, as like a term of affinity between people, but the really bad N-word, the full one. Okay? So that's why, hence, hard R. That's what they're talking about, the end of the word. So to have a video game that says hard R on the wall, you would think, oh, not a big deal. Except, as we all know, games media are incredibly liberal. And they saw this on the wall and immediately made a big deal about it and started complaining to Sony, why does your game have a hard R on the wall? Don't you know how offensive that is? To which the game developers were like, what? The fuck are you talking about? Like, no, we have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry, we don't just sit on Twitter all day listening to the ways that you've changed what terms mean in the last 5 years to be offended by something like this. It's not even intentional. It's graffiti next to a neon sign. They don't even coincide. What the fuck are you talking about? But sadly, in our modern day, everyone has to pander to everyone. So apparently, from what I'm to understand, it's being changed. I don't know if it has been changed already, but I believe that it's being changed like right away. God forbid someone's offended that this is randomly in the game by chance. It's not even meant to mean anything. And the term doesn't actually even fucking mean that. People invented this meaning for it. All right? So, yes, I think it's incredibly stupid. And it's a non-issue, but that's the world we live in today. That everyone has to get all upset about things that literally don't even fucking exist. Invented outrage for the sake of invented outrage. Everyone has to pussyfoot around everything, correct? Okay. People are saying that now they've changed the word hard and they replaced it with a new graffiti that says crime. So now it says crime R store. What? So now people are freaking out that that's even worse. Because now you replaced hard R with crime. And that means something. Here's what they should replace it with. I'm serious. They should patch it again. And you know what it should say? Fuck you. That's what it should say. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Just do it like 10 times. Fuck you on the wall. That's what I would do. If I were the game devs, I'd be like, now you can't misconstrue it. Here's what we really meant to say. All right. We have one more story today. I told you I had a lot of news to cover today, and then we can finally get to things like shout outs and the like. Okay.